As you could see, I sanded this off like this. As you can see, there's some scarring on the side, but that can be cleaned up. And I sanded this off. So you see right there. What I did was, taking it apart, I used the scriber to scribe the edges to get it nice and deep. And then using this longer saw, which is a little bit more flexible, I was able to bend and saw very, very slowly until it both came off. And as you can see, this one has already been glued on, which I'm going to sand down, and then I'm going to put a plate on it. But before I do that, I need to clean this up and glue them together, which I cannot do without this, because it needs to be glued on with this. I can clean it up a bit. Now, I could probably use this as the actual connection to this. But then the problem is, though, that I can't bend down like this if I want to, or if I would need to. It doesn't actually bend all the way front, as you can see. This is as far as it can go. And I'm more interested in maybe just cleaning it up a bit so it can go in a little bit flusher down below. And maybe just gluing it from here. I mean, I don't know. I may have to, I don't want to widen this up a bit more. This actual width is fine. But it gives it a little bit more detail and depth if I have to do it. Alright, so that is ready for that. Now, since I've already cut these off, as you can see, I need to cut that off. Before I do that, I'm going to take my Milwaukee drill and go to town with it. Actually, let me make a smaller hole first and use it as a guide and centerize it. The plating here is very, very thick. I'm going to go nice and slow here. Doesn't seem to want to go more, so we'll go to town. Okay. Don't want to do it the other way. I thought maybe I can get a little bit more torque into that. Let's see. Let me increase the torque. Interesting. Maybe I needed to get a smaller drill bit and work my way up. This one's a little bit thicker while the other one's a little bit smaller. Let me see if I have one. I thought I did. Give me a minute here. Let me try this one, because it is the next size up. Yeah, this is a little bit better now. And now go to the next size up. Let's see if that works. I'll be very careful. I don't want to like drill my own hand in there. I guess this drill bit is not good enough for this. I've used it so many times on wood. Maybe on plastic it's not the best thing. However, I did open this up a bit. I'm going to try to do what I did the last time with the other part. I'm just going to do this. Like, just dig my way in there. And then work my way around this step by step. Alright, so this is going to take me some time. Let me try this. Alright, this took a lot out of me here with cutting this up. But I finally was able to cut the holes that you see there. I didn't close it up yet. I will soon, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. Also, actually we'll use this one. Yeah. Put that there. Keep forgetting this goes first. There we go. Fine, there we go. So eventually I'm going to put a plate on this. I haven't gotten the 3D parts yet, but I will soon. And I'm going to be, first I got to cut the plate to the size of this. This is going to take a lot of time because I had to not only sand this down and open up, I had to also like smooth it down a bit because there's a lot of scarring that left in there. And as you can see, the scarring is very bad. I have my sanding sticks. I'm going to begin sanding it down, smoothing it down a bit. Unfortunately, that even though I have this, which would be perfect for this, this is the 400 grit ones. This is not the maybe an 800 or 1000. And also, it's not wide enough for me to stick in there and take time with this. I have this, which is the 400s, but I also have 800s and I think 1000. So I'm just going to continue on with this until I'm done. Then I'm going to get those other guys and put them on right now. Clean up, that is. And then I'm going to be gluing all this up here. And then, like I said, I'm going to scrape that off. And let's see if I can try to replicate something like this. Because clearly it's part that it's flat. Then you have this thick part at the top and a thinner part in the bottom. So I guess what I can do is sandwich two plot plates, but one would be the size on the bottom, while the other one will be the same at the top end, and then cut off like that. That was going to require a lot of precision cutting on my part. Alright, so that part is done. Oh, that's right. Give me a minute. I actually put these on alligator clips in preparation for priming. But this part, which I sanded down, I put this little detail part there. And then I'm just going to prime it and clean it up a bit more. And then I'm going to paint this metallic. This whole thing is going to be painted metallic while the outside would be gray. I think that's what I'm going to do. But this part is already ready to go. Now, this part, the part of the feet, are done. And as you can see, it's smooth. There is, of course, a phantom line there, which even if I pass my thumb and my nail, I don't feel it. But once it's primed, we won't see anything. I also put a styrene sheet under that. At the same time, I also glued this, but I had to put putty on this one because the line was showing through there. And I created this little rig here, which I put, that's going to go there. Now, I don't know what the height will be for this. I know it's going to maybe go a little higher, but I want, oh, that thing fell off. I want to glue this on right there. And then using a styrene sheet part like this, which will fit to this or not, and it calls me a liar. Hold on a second, I thought this fit this here. Or am I looking at the wrong one? You know what? I had one here. Or was it this one? Oh, okay, no, it was actually this one, which I have this part here, which I can actually remove from here. It's the right size of this, because I think this one and this one are a little too thick. This is too thick, but this one I can cut here, and then I'm going to super glue it in there, but I got to get the right height, right connection, alignment. And then I'm going to put that there, glue that there, so I can slide that onto that when the time comes. But first, I need to sand this off after it dries. Didn't do the back one yet, but I'm going to sand it down and see how that comes out. And then that, if I can get all that squared away, clearly this is going to be all painted in one color, primed in one color. Then I'm going to paint the inside of this, then mask it off, and then paint this one the white color so it can go right on top of this. And I'm going to need to alright, so I have this set up, just a little rig here like this, and I'm going based on visual cues from the Dengeki Hobby magazine or book that came with the kit. Like you see, he did that going from left to right, but I'm doing it the other way around. Maybe I could do it this way. And there's that little peg there. But where will the peg fall under? I know that I'm going to put it right there, like this, as you can see. But how is it going to fall? What's the angle? What's the dimension? Right now, I'm going to get it in good. It's aligned properly. It's right down the middle. I'm not gluing this yet because I need to know where this will hit this. So I'm going to do a trick. I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to put a little bit of Gorilla Glue here, And hold on, I want to pour it into something that will maybe probably be a good idea to put it into a tray. I saw somebody do something with a paper cup, but I don't have that. So I'm just going to put like that there. And I had a applicator, which I should have pulled from my cabinets. Give me a second. I'm going to use this one because this is, let's see. Oh no, the intention was not to be putting it there because that was not supposed to be like that. I'm being a little premature here. Let me just put it back to the alignment. Even if I get a little glue on my finger, that'll be fine. There we go. This will go here. And now, I will carefully set it. Well, it caught there in the middle. I'm going to do it again. I kind of prematurely did that. Alright, now I'll do it again. Here we go. I'm going to let it dry. It'll take about maybe 10 minutes. And I'll lift it up. Okay, let's see if I can take this out. There it is. Now, I'm not going to yank it out just yet. I'm going to like slowly go and pull it out. And then what I'll do is I'll mark this. I'm going to mark it right now. Yeah, see the line right there. Once I align it right, I'm going to maybe cut this little thing off just to get it right. Let me just put it there. That way the ink can seep down there. I did the same thing with this one. But unfortunately it's in an angle. Let's see if I can turn it. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, good. Let me do the marking again. There we go. I think it's marked fine. I guess, I don't know. Most likely what I'll probably do, yeah, just find it marked right. You know, use the guide. Then I'll super glue it and then adjust it a bit if I have to. Because also, I gotta make sure that the alignment on this is fine as well. I just need now to sand this part around here, this one up there. And now I just need to prepare the plate to go onto this and then super glue this. I haven't pulled out the sheet yet. Let me see if I have something here. I'm gonna zoom back a bit. Let's see here. Considering how thin this is, I have a bunch of staring sheets. A lot of 1mm ones. 2, 3. I thought I had one here for. How about you? 2mm. Bought a lot of thickies. Oh, that's right. I do have a thin one here. Here we go. So like I mentioned before, I'm going to use this, cut them up, and put it on there. So give me some time for that. Now, I'm going to be taking a couple of days off and maybe posting other videos because tomorrow, well, actually this week is Anime NYC, so I'll be at Anime NYC. I'll be doing a video there and showing off the stuff that I got from the show, maybe do another review on something else, and then we'll go back and continue on with the assembly of the 1/48 scale Zaku 2.